What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'll be showing you how to get the Gammoth in Monster Hunter Stories 2. So guys, chances are you've come across this guy. He is located in the third area, the snowy region of the game. Here he is, his location on the map. He's located right next to the woodland caravan stand, so that's all you really need to know in order to find him. In order to defeat him, you will need a monster that is capable of using speed attacks. Now, we've brought my Tigrex. However, what I've done with my Tigrex is I got rid of his rock smash attack, so the one where he hurls a boulder. Because it's not an actual speed-based move, it wasn't really all that helpful. Now, we currently do have an extra hunter with us, which I don't like doing because they bring their own attacks and they have their own health bars, and it's not that great. However, I've just progressed to a certain point in the story where I can't get rid of him. Nonetheless, you will need to just use speed attacks purely on the Gammoth. Now, the strategy here is... That's literally it. He does have a crap ton of health, so you will need to whittle this guy down quite a lot in order to make him retreat. But once again, the strategy is to purely use speed attacks. Now, like I was saying, I got rid of the Rock Smash for a Killer Strike ability. Because that is speed based, it allows me to make my Tigrex use this attack if it doesn't decide to use a speed attack, which is great because the Gammoth purely only uses power attacks. You can see here, it will never use anything different to a power attack unless it's snowballing itself up or using its super strong move. Now, the strategy here, like I said, is to just keep on using speed attacks. However, there comes a point where the Gammoth will go about covering himself in ice. And you should see that every 3 or 4 turns, he'll generally do that, where he'll cover himself in ice. And we want to try and keep the Gammoth's attention on us. We don't really care about our hunter friend. We just, like I said, it's easier to do these solo because you can do the double attacks. Now, as you can currently see, the Gammoth is not attacking or targeting anyone. At this moment, this is the perfect time for you to heal your Monstie, restore life hearts, or anything like that, because at the end of the next 3 turns, he will do a devastating attack that hits everyone. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go for pure damage because we don't really have any need to heal. He is weak to the fire element type, so if you want to use a fire element weapon or monster that's capable of speed attacks, go right ahead. But you can see here, he will use his snow slurp attack. And this will pretty much cover him in snow and grant him access to his ultimate ability. But like I said, keep using speed attacks. And you don't want to use your kinship gorge. You want to make sure that you've got that. I mean, you can use skills as long as you're chaining like your speed attacks together because it will replenish the cost that you inflict upon it. But like I'm saying, you don't want to ride on your Monstie because if you ride on your Monstie and take damage, it will make you not survive his ultimate attack. So you'll see shortly, we've just broken another part. He does this for 3 or 4 turns before he'll do his ultimate attack. And you can see here, we've been fighting him for 10 turns almost, and he's only like a 1/5 of the way down. So we're going to keep going here with speed attacks. I should probably target a different part of his body. It doesn't really make a difference what part of his body you target because you will receive the same materials from breaking every part of his body. Now you can see here, he's not targeting anyone. This is when he's going to pull off his ultra attack. So what you can do is, what I like to do is ride on your Tigrex or whatever monster that you decided to use and not use the kinship skill. Just go for a normal attack because if you're up to the part of the game where you can actually fight this guy and survive, you want to make sure that you can survive that hit. Now, when I first fought this guy, my Tigrex actually didn't get killed, but if you survive, you get knocked off with 1 health, and your Tigrex lives and you live and you don't lose any hearts, which is great. And then from there, what you can do is you can actually chain your speed attacks together once more. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to use our kinship skill. And you can see here that our hunter friend is actually healing the Tigrex. That is essentially what I would be doing because we would get knocked off. You saw that we were only on 4 health, so we were super low. But yeah, you pretty much just have to repeat this strategy all the way through. You may occasionally lose hearts if your speed monster doesn't use a speed attack straight off the ultimate move from the Gammoth. In which case, just make sure you have a couple of the life restoring items. I'll show you what they are in just a second. Just make sure you have a couple of the vital essences available. so that you can restore those hearts. It'll only happen once or twice, and majority of the rest of the time you'll be able to charge up your Kinship Gorge to cause your speed monster to use speed attacks. But after that, that's pretty much all it is. It's just a slog to get through because he does have so much health. But you want to make sure that you're riding on your Monstie whenever. This applies to any monster that you're fighting, actually, because if they do an ultimate move, you and your Monstie both will survive without losing a heart, and that will enable you to actually restore your health next turn. Alrighty guys, and once you get him low enough, you'll pretty much just want to paintball him once again. Now you can currently see here we did take some damage and we're down to 1 heart. So we actually got hit by the Snow Stomp attack, and that caused us to kill both our Tigrex and myself. So we're going to paintball him here in hopes that he runs away. But he is targeting our Tigrex, so he will lose this fight anyway, and we should be able to kill him because we do have a full Kinship Gorge anyway. And you can see there, we got it up to 65% based off our armor and our Tigrex, and no luck getting it to retreat. I've had terrible luck getting things to retreat. But guys, once you defeat it and successfully get an egg from its den, here is what it looks like in all its glory. So the Gammoth is one of the coolest monsters, definitely out there. Its stats are okay. It doesn't have the greatest stats, which is unfortunate. And if you want to get some more insight as to how to make it have a higher retreat rate, here it is in the Monsterpedia as well. You can see there, if you defeat it with a Glavenus kinship skill, you will greatly boost the retreat rate. So Glavenus isn't available just yet, well, to me anyway. But yeah, that's how you go about getting it. And you can see there, breaking every part will give you 1 Gammoth hide. So guys, that's all you really need to know in order to get the Gammoth. He's simple to get, but he's difficult in that at the same time because he has the capacity to one-shot you, which is why you need to use your ride ability on your Monstie. And then you just need to chain speed attacks together. And that's really all there is in order to defeat the Gammoth. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe down below for more. But other than that, I'll catch you in the next one.